Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the Mindsets podcast. My name's Angus Cook and I will be the host. And in future episodes, you won't have to listen to just my voice so much, but I will be joined by many different guests from a multitude of different backgrounds, all with one thing in common. And that thing is that they devote a portion of their life to training or to physical exercise. Now, the whole reason for that and the reason behind the name Mindsets is that the podcast is based upon the link between mental health and physical health, both in that good mental health can boost your physical performance, but also good physical performance has a really good effect on your mental health. Now, obviously those things are good, but when things are bad, there's also a massive link between the two, as I have discovered firsthand. So why did I feel like I was the person to start this podcast? Well, mental health is starting to be talked about more and more. And I found out that as I grew up as a kid, when there were some struggles at home, I leaned on sport quite a lot. I used to go out in my garden as soon as I got home from school. I used to kick a ball for like 3 hours into the same goal every single day. And then as I started to go into different sports, I would practice for those sports and I'd get the same mental release that I would away from all of those life stresses. Finally, I went to university, I started to pick up some new sports and I discovered the gym properly and I discovered the way to tailor my training to actually boost my physical performance. And what I immediately found then was boosting my physical performance on the field meant that my confidence grew. And when my confidence grew, my physical performance ended up being boosted further and it became this knock-on effect. But it happens in sport, something bad can happen, it can completely knock your confidence and send your physical performance straight back down. Now, I know for a fact that I'm not the only person that has had struggles, both mentally and physically. And that's the reason that I would like to start opening up this conversation with all of these different guests that I'm aiming to have on with me. So those guests could be from the background of professional sport, where it's quite literally their job to perform well and their life depends on it. But how does that affect them mentally? Do they approach training like it's a job, the thing that they used to enjoy doing when they were a child? Or have they managed to get a way around it where they can still enjoy it? Maybe I'm going to be joined by an entrepreneur or someone else that works a 9 to 5 and they might have a story to tell, whether it's a mental struggle or a physical struggle. The main thing is that there's a story to tell and there's things to be learned, both for me as the host, but also for you as the listener. Ideally, I'd like to get some household names on because I think that they might have some secret stories to tell that you and I both don't know. And I think it could be really important both for them and for us to learn some of these struggles, but also how to maximize ourselves as individuals in quite a motivational way. So if you'd like to join along and see who we can get on and share some of these experiences with each other, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And you'll be able to find the podcast not only on your normal streaming services, but I'm aiming to film every single podcast to bring you into the room. And so you'll be able to find all of the information and updates, not only on our Instagram page, our tag, which is @mindsets_podcast, but the videos will be posted to YouTube as well, with the long-term aim of the fact that you can watch me try and go through some of their workouts or some of their training sessions with them so I can show you really how hard some of these people work. Maybe also give you some advice on how you could train or things that you could add in, or maybe nutritional benefits to the way they train. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Hopefully I can have you along with me. So if you could share any updates, any news, or even the podcast itself, I'd be forever grateful. And I'm really, really excited to have you as part of this. So I'll see you in the next episode of the Mindsets podcast.